I'm out here in the shop Sunday morning. I got Big Red all set up with his breakfast. So that's our Big Red shot for the day. But I've been thinking about this quite a bit yesterday since I got that message from a friend of mine about the new community guidelines and the meeting that he had with people inside of TikTok about the changes that they're going to be making. No mention of Jeffrey Epstein, no criticism of any political figures. Uh, I mean, it's it. If they implement the things that I've been reading about that they're going to implement, it seems like an intentional plan to completely scrub TikTok of any political content, any news content. You're not going to be allowed to talk about elections. And apparently that is going to start in earnest on TikTok's part around September 13th. So less than a month. And if they really start enforcing these things, they're going to decimate their own platform from people on the left and people on the right who talk about politics and news and the law and elections and international news and things like that. And, this sale of TikTok to Larry Ellison from Oracle and his group of folks or whoever, and they're going to replace it in the spring with some other platform called M2 or something like that. It may be that they just want to completely scrub TikTok of all political content, all news content, that they just want to finish the total conversion of TikTok to TikTok Shop. I mean, who knows? I don't know. I don't know what TikTok would be without that type of content. I mean, I know that if they start enforcing these new standards that I've been reading about, I mean, it's like my main account and my backup account are going to be gone in 15 minutes, if that, as will the accounts of almost every other single person that I follow. Except for TikTok pages that have to do with animals, and the guy who cuts people's grass for free, and some of the repo men that I follow with their tow trucks. I'm not quite sure what would be left. But it's clear that, you know, what they say they are intending to do over the next month or two, the impact is not going to be accidental or incidental. Scrubbing all of us. I mean, the Bulwarks page is going to be nuked in a hot minute, you know. But if they do this, it's going to be because they very much intend to scrub TikTok entirely of politics and political content and international news. There won't be any discussions of Gaza or Palestinians or Israel or Ukraine or Russia or Sudan or any of these things. They'll just be gone, and that'll be that. And again, I mean, there were a few people in my comments talking about the First Amendment. The First Amendment doesn't apply to private companies, doesn't apply to social media. It only applies to government action. And, again, I mean, it's like, it's not lost on me how dependent we are in the United States on this app that's owned and operated by China. You kind of got to acknowledge that at some point. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. But I'm on YouTube at Hawk Podcasts, and I think my brother and I are going to begin our transition to YouTube in earnest starting tomorrow, Monday. So, and then we'll just see. We'll see what happens. Have a good weekend, everybody.